Life can change in an instant. One moment, everything feels routine, predictable, even safe. The next, the world can tilt on its axis and nothing is ever the same again. For Brianna Lafferty, living with a condition that challenged her every day, that moment came without warning. She had learned to adapt, to find strength in the face of daily uncertainty, and to carry on despite the obstacles her health placed in her path. She was used to navigating her body's limitations, but nothing prepared her for what was about to happen. There are some events that no amount of resilience or preparation can shield you from. Events that arrive like a storm, sudden and overwhelming. An ordinary day spiraled into crisis, a medical emergency that left doctors scrambling and loved ones terrified. The air was thick with fear and uncertainty as Brianna's life hung in the balance. Suddenly, Brianna was fighting for her life. The hospital room became a battleground, every second critical, every heartbeat precious. In the chaos of the hospital, her heart stopped. For 8 minutes, she was clinically dead. The machines that once measured her life now marked its absence. Her brain activity ceased. By every medical measure, she was gone. The world around her continued, but for Brianna, time itself seemed to stand still. Imagine, 8 minutes where the world as she knew it slipped away. 8 minutes that felt like an eternity to those who loved her, waiting and hoping for a miracle. Doctors worked frantically, the room filled with urgent voices and the beeping of machines. Every second was a race against time, every action a desperate attempt to bring her back. But for Brianna, the noise faded. The chaos and panic of the hospital receded into the distance. In that silence, something else was beginning, something mysterious and profound. While her body lay lifeless, her consciousness was about to embark on a journey beyond anything she'd ever known. It was as if she was suspended between two worlds, her story unfolding in ways no one could have predicted. The fight for her life was happening on one plane. On another, she was crossing a threshold few ever glimpse. It was a moment suspended between life and death, reality and the unknown. In those 8 minutes, Brianna's understanding of life and death would be forever changed. She would return with memories and insights that defied explanation, and a sense of purpose she had never known before. This is where her extraordinary story truly begins, a story of survival, transformation, and the mysteries that lie just beyond the edge of life itself. Brianna's first sensation wasn't fear, but a gentle release, a weight lifting from her body. It was as if every worry, every ache, every anxious thought she'd ever carried simply melted away in an instant, leaving her with a sense of lightness she'd never known before. She felt herself floating, lighter than she'd ever imagined, as if her earthly burdens had vanished. The sensation was both strange and beautiful, like drifting on a gentle current that carried her upward, away from the heaviness of her physical form. Looking down, she saw her own body on the hospital bed, surrounded by frantic doctors and nurses. The scene was filled with urgency, machines beeping, hands moving quickly, voices calling out instructions, yet she felt completely detached from the chaos below. It was surreal, like watching a movie of her own life, but with a calm curiosity instead of panic. She observed every detail with a sense of wonder, noticing things she'd never seen before. The way the light filtered through the window, the gentle concern etched on a nurse's face. All pain and fear disappeared, replaced by a profound peace. It was as if she had stepped into a sanctuary, a place where nothing could harm her and every worry faded into the background. She realized, with absolute clarity, I am not my body. The truth of her existence seemed to shine through her, illuminating her consciousness with a new understanding. Her consciousness was vibrant and intact. Even as her physical form lay motionless, she felt more alive, more aware than she ever had while living in her body. This wasn't a dream, but a heightened awareness, an undeniable truth that she was more than flesh and blood. Every sense was amplified, every thought crystal clear, as if she had awakened to a deeper reality. The pain and limitations of her condition were gone, replaced by serenity. She felt a gentle warmth radiating through her, a loving presence that seemed to embrace her very soul. She was awareness itself, untethered and free. There were no boundaries, no restrictions, only a sense of infinite possibility and boundless freedom. This moment became the foundation of her journey beyond, answering the age-old question, what are we, really? She felt as if she stood at the threshold of a great mystery, ready to explore the secrets that lay beyond the veil of ordinary life. Brianna's experience was just beginning, but already, Everything she thought she knew about existence was shifting. The boundaries between life and death, body and spirit seemed to dissolve before her eyes, opening her to a new realm of understanding. She was about to discover a reality beyond the physical, a reality defined by peace, clarity, and a sense of home. With each passing moment, she felt herself drawn further into the light, ready to embrace whatever awaited her on the other side. As Brianna drifted further, the calm deepened into an ocean of peace. It wasn't just the absence of pain, it was a positive, immersive tranquility, like being wrapped in pure love. She felt she'd arrived home, a place her spirit had always known. With this peace came clarity. Life's complexities melted away, replaced by intuitive understanding. She saw the interconnectedness of all things, not as an idea, but as a direct experience. The realm wasn't defined by sights or sounds, but by the overwhelming sense of acceptance and love. Here she was utterly safe, completely understood, and unconditionally loved. The search and striving of earthly life faded, replaced by a sense of belonging. This was not a physical place, but a state of being, her true home. In this peace, Brianna found the comfort and familiarity she'd always longed for. Amidst this profound peace, Brianna became aware of something extraordinary, a presence unlike anything she had ever known. It was as if an intelligence filled the space around her, radiating pure, unconditional love that seemed to reach into the very core of her being, dissolving any sense of loneliness or fear. This presence wasn't a physical figure, but a vast, gentle consciousness. It felt ancient and wise, yet intimately familiar, as if it had always known her. Brianna sensed that this presence understood her completely, her hopes, her regrets, her deepest secrets, and accepted her without reservation or condition. Communication happened instantly, without words. Thoughts, emotions, and memories flowed between them with perfect clarity, as if their minds and hearts were joined in a silent, beautiful conversation. Every question Brianna had was answered before she could even form it. There was no hint of judgment, only boundless compassion and understanding. The presence offered comfort and reassurance, making Brianna feel safe and wholly seen. In this loving embrace, all her flaws, mistakes, and burdens seemed to dissolve. She felt a profound sense of forgiveness, as if every pain and sorrow she carried was gently lifted away, replaced by healing acceptance. Brianna felt cherished, valued, and connected to something infinitely greater than herself, a vast, loving force that welcomed her as she was. This was not a religious figure or a being from any tradition she knew, but a universal source of wisdom, care, and gentle guidance, a presence that transcended all boundaries. The love she experienced was utterly transformative, a love that asked for nothing in return, yet gave everything freely. It was a love that healed, uplifted, and inspired. This was a communion beyond words, a heart-to-heart connection with the very essence of existence itself. Brianna felt as if she was part of a great tapestry of life, woven together by love. In that moment, Brianna realized this loving intelligence is not reserved for a select few, but is available to all, a fundamental part of the universe, always present and waiting to be embraced. This encounter became the cornerstone of her new understanding of life, love, and what lies beyond, a guiding light she would carry with her forever. In this realm, Brianna noticed her thoughts shaped her experience instantly. If she wondered, understanding appeared. If she focused, her awareness shifted. Reality responded to her consciousness, revealing the creative power of thought. She saw her life's events and relationships with new clarity, not in judgment, but in illumination. The loving presence helped her understand the lessons woven through her life. Here, consciousness was a force, shaping reality with intention. Brianna glimpsed the true potential of awareness, both beyond and within this life. Suddenly, Brianna felt herself pulled back, a jarring return to her body. The bliss vanished, replaced by pain and the harsh reality of her condition. Myoclonus dystonia, with its involuntary movements and discomfort, returned in full force. The contrast was stark, from boundless peace to physical suffering. Recovery was grueling, as she struggled to reconcile her extraordinary experience with daily challenges. Yet, the memory of that peace and love lingered, fueling a new perspective. Even in pain, Brianna sensed the seeds of growth planted by her journey beyond. For years, experiences like Brianna's were dismissed as hallucinations. Now, science is taking notice. studying near-death experiences and the mysteries of consciousness. Research shows some survivors recall vivid details during clinical death, challenging old assumptions. Surprising bursts of brain activity have been recorded after cardiac arrest, hinting at complexities we don't yet understand. While science can't measure the depth of these experiences, it's beginning to recognize their significance. Brianna's story adds a powerful voice to this growing exploration of what it means to be conscious. Brianna's journey erased her fear of death. She no longer saw it as an end, but as a transition. This fearlessness allowed her to live more fully, embracing each moment. Life's purpose became clear: to love, to learn, to connect, and to grow. The experience of unconditional love became her guiding principle. Everyday moments gained new richness. The world felt more vibrant and alive. Challenges remained, but her perspective was transformed. She let go of what didn't matter, focusing on relationships, compassion, and growth. Brianna's story reminds us, sometimes it takes a brush with death to truly awaken to life. Brianna emerged with a deep trust in life, even amid ongoing challenges. She learned to surrender, to engage with life's mysteries, and to find meaning in every experience. Her NDE became a catalyst for spiritual awakening, teaching her to look for light in the darkest moments. The veil between worlds had thinned, filling her days with wonder and awe. Her story is a message of hope, that love endures, consciousness persists, and life's journey is precious. Brianna